Good evening and welcome to Pakistan Today from our Islamabad studio. I'm Victoria Lane. President Donald Trump has praised Pakistan's leadership, describing Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif and Field Marshal Asim Munir as great leaders. In an interview with a U.S. website, President Trump said Pakistan played an important role in facilitating talks with Iran through strong coordination between the Prime Minister and the Field Marshal. He also stated that Field Marshal Asim Munir holds deep respect for Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif. President Trump criticized the 2015 Iran nuclear deal, calling it disastrous, and said he has not yet spoken with Iran's new leadership. He further thanked China for staying out of the Iran conflict, following discussions with President Xi Jinping, and announced plans to visit Turkey later this year, and China again in 2026. Meanwhile, President Trump has warned Iran that it has 60 days to reach an agreement or face consequences. Speaking at a public event, he noted that shipping traffic through the Strait of Hormuz remains active, with approximately 700 vessels passing through the strategic waterway. In response, Iran's Parliamentary National Security Committee Chairman, Ibrahim Azizi, cautioned the United States over implementation of the agreement's terms. In a statement on social media platform X, Azizi said Washington had failed to implement the first clause of the Memorandum of Understanding, which calls for an immediate and permanent halt to military actions on all fronts, including Lebanon. He warned that continued non-compliance could trigger measured defensive responses. Diplomatic efforts are continuing ahead of the next round of negotiations between Washington and Tehran. Reports from CNN and Axios indicate that Jared Kushner is expected to join U.S. envoy Steve Witkoff in Switzerland for upcoming talks. According to Axios, Kushner is already in Switzerland while Witkoff is traveling there for the first round of discussions on a potential nuclear agreement. White House officials say the final schedule has yet to be confirmed. U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance is also expected to attend, while Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi is scheduled to arrive for the negotiations. Iran has linked participation in the talks to implementation of a ceasefire in Lebanon. The discussions will be conducted through mediators under a 60-day deadline and are expected to address Iran's nuclear program and uranium enrichment activities. Further diplomatic support for the process has emerged from regional leaders. Uzbekistan's President Shavkat Mirziyoyev congratulated Iranian President Masoud Pezeshkian on signing the Memorandum of Understanding, calling it an important step toward ending the conflict. At the same time, Iran's Deputy Foreign Minister Saeed Khatibzadeh told Al Jazeera that Tehran is fully prepared for the upcoming negotiations. He stressed that 5 clauses of the memorandum must be implemented immediately and said any future agreement must include the release of all frozen Iranian assets and financial resources. Khatibzadeh added that Iran is ready to move forward, provided all commitments are honored without delay. Staying with diplomacy, Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman has congratulated Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif on what he described as the successful completion of the historic peace agreement. During a telephone conversation, the Crown Prince also praised the efforts of Field Marshal Syed Asim Munir, calling them a key factor in achieving the breakthrough. Prime Minister Sharif thanked Saudi Arabia and Gulf states for their continued support, saying their assistance helped make the Iran-US peace deal possible. Both leaders reaffirmed their commitment to supporting the success of upcoming negotiations and pledged vigilance against any attempts to undermine the process. Separately, Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi, in a call with Pakistan's Deputy Prime Minister Ishaq Dar, said the United States bears responsibility for ending conflict on all fronts, including Lebanon. He also thanked Pakistan for its constructive role in the negotiations. Turning now to security developments in Pakistan, at least 7 people have been killed and 3 others injured in 2 remote-controlled explosions in the Markabera area of Bannu. Police say 2 passenger vehicles were targeted in the Pang Musakale area of the Wazir subdivision. A private Datsun vehicle traveling toward Domel was struck in the first blast, killing 5 people and destroying the vehicle. A second explosion occurred nearly 1 kilometer away while victims were being transported to hospital, killing 2 more people. And finally, in sports, Paraguay has secured a place in the next stage of the FIFA World Cup 2026 after defeating Turkey by 1-0. Midfielder Matias Galarza scored the decisive goal just 64 seconds into the match, setting the record for the fastest goal of the tournament with a powerful long-range strike. Paraguay faced a major challenge when Miguel Almiron received a straight red card in first-half stoppage time, reducing the team to 10 men. Despite sustained pressure from Turkey, Paraguay maintained strong defensive discipline and held on for a vital victory. The result marks an impressive recovery following Paraguay's heavy 4-1 defeat to the United States in their opening match. That's all for now. You're watching Pakistan Today. I'm Victoria Lane.